Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I'm playing for each series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. It's so cold out today. Even for me, somebody who likes the chillier weather. It's like properly cold today. But anyway, it's only going to get colder. Anyway, folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. And that's definitely the case today. I actually went specifically with a different item in mind, and turns out they didn't have it. So I was like, well, I'm here, I might as well. But yeah, I got off of work, I went over there and stopped off at a gas station. I was specifically looking for the Reese's with the sugar cookie bits in them, right? Like a seasonal thing. And I'd found them before at this particular location, and I'd intended to review them, but I ended up just eating them. But I did that because they were in my car for like a couple days. I sort of forgot about them, and then by the time I got to them, they were a little bit like, I don't know if these were frozen and unfrozen, but whatever. They just, didn't seem as reviewable as I would have liked. But anyway, I walked my way around, and I found a thing, and I was like, sure, I can review that. What was that thing? It's boom! It's from Smartfood. This is their chocolate cake popcorn. Sure, why the hell not? The more pops, the merrier. Sure, let's get a thing for the thing. It looks like this, and we'll kind of ha. It's limited edition, what with the holidays and such, I guess. Sure. I reviewed some stuff from Smartfood. Not in a while, but I remember I did some stuff a while back. Ah, damn it. It smells chocolatey. Take the one that fell by my crotch. Oh, okay. I get where they're going for with it. Um, I'll be honest, it's very okay. But it takes a little bit to get to it, but there is sort of a cake pop kind of taste at the end. The popcorn itself isn't bad. The structural integrity of it and everything. The initial hit, there's a little bit of a chocolatey taste, but then it really does kind of just become like an unsalted popcorn flavor. Like, part of the problem is when you go over there, if you're going to do like one of these candy style coatings or whatever, you need to do it in such a way where the popcorn underneath, once you get past that candy coating, the popcorn itself either needs to be so saturated that it's going to hold some of that flavor, or you need to be able to do something with the popcorn so that the popcorn itself still retains, your attention and, and the attention of your taste buds. With this, I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like the initial hit is kind of nice. It's okay. Then the majority of the eating experience is kind of just unsalted popcorn, which doesn't really taste like much, like it's just there, very ethereal. Then at the very end, you do get sort of a chocolatey cake pop taste. But let me do like a proper mouthful. just so much of the experience is just chewing on very basic popcorn. And at the very end, you get a little something. Yeah, I don't think these are great. They're not horrible or anything, but I've definitely had other Smartfood flavors that I preferred to these by a pretty significant margin. And what makes it kind of even worse, for me, I live in Illinois. And funny thing about Illinois, popcorn is actually our state snack. And if you come to Chicago and, Illinois, and especially like the Chicagoland area, there's a lot of, like popcorn vendors and popcorn shops and everything. Garrett's is probably like the most famous one. I've even reviewed some of their stuff. Something like this can't even come close to competing. It's one of those things where it's like, look, there's certain things that, as a state, Illinois does very well. There's a lot of things we do poorly, to be fair. But we do certain things really well. And some of those things you can maybe debate it a little bit. Of course, the ever-raging debate between, Illinois and, who has the better pizza, Chicago or New York or what have you. It's not really a debate, but, we say it's a debate just to placate them. Then there's other things where it's like, no, we do it the best. Like, we have the Italian beef. Get fucked with whatever you want to bring, man. The Italian beef is just one of the best things in the fucking world. There's nothing that can quite stand up against that. Although, there are certain things that are really good too. When it comes to popcorn, at the very least on a, state scale, this can't fucking compare against what we got. If I get some Garrett's and it's, got a candy coating or something, I'm going to enjoy it the entire time. It's going to be delicious in and out. And Garrett's isn't even inherently my favorite, fucking brand or anything. It's just, the most recognizable one that I can think of. These are fine. But they feel like a much lesser version of, again, something that I could get here that would be a lot better. So, but two questions have to be asked. Would I get him again? Would I recommend him? No, not particularly. I think that, like I said, I'm not against Smartfood or anything like that, and I think that they have some, some decent stuff that I have enjoyed. I think they did like a hot cocoa flavor a few years ago. I think I might have even reviewed that one, and that I remember enjoying quite a bit. It still wasn't as good as stuff we have here, but it was, this, I feel like they're trying to be a little bit too ballsy by being like, it's not just chocolate cake, it's a chocolate cake pop. And it's like, at the end of the day, the popcorn itself, while not bad, it's really not doing anything. And it's really just there to be a vehicle for the flavor. It's more textural than it is anything else. And it's just very one-dimensional. It's not bad, but it's not anything great. And I know for me, I wouldn't get it again. And if I'm recommending it, no. I think it's fine that they do these little wacky flavors every now and again. I'm all for it. I like variety. Plus, it gives me shit to review for my show. But moving past that, when it comes to like bigger chain, popcorns and snacks and stuff like that, versus like the more, again, like artisanal, the smaller stuff, like Garrett's and what have you, stay in your fucking lane. Do the butter popcorn, do the salted stuff, do your cheddar, do the basic bitch stuff that you can get away with. Trying to get too fancy with it, again, not saying don't do it, but the problem is that if you have a better option available, there's no reason to get this. But if you don't, sure, it's not horrible, but I don't think it's that great either. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly proper popcorn-tastic rest of your life. Because, folks, popcorn is, it's not my favorite snack, but I do like popcorn every now and again. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can do it all the time. I know I can do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating, and Excuse me. Just bullshit sometimes. Folks, when we deal with situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your state snack? Or maybe if you're from another country, because I imagine some people who watch my stuff are from other countries. What's your, like, your big famous snack or what the hell ever, Because like I said, and trust me, it was one of those things where, like, if you would have asked me in my 20s what the state snack of Illinois was, I wouldn't have fucking been able to tell you. It was one of those things that, like, I just kind of, I think I either looked it up or maybe I saw a video, and it was like, oh, yeah, I guess that does make sense now that I think about it. But I never really put two and two together on that, because, like I said, I don't eat popcorn all that often, so occasionally at movies, occasionally as a snack here or there, that kind of thing. But anyway.